welcome back. This is going to be another tutorial where I'm going to feature the products that I have in the makeup I want to use up before 2016, and also I'm going to include a glitter look for my eyes. I've had a lot of requests just sharing with you different looks that I use with glitter, and I share with you guys swatches from the Itai glitters that I got from the company, how you can apply them to make them better or easier to apply and get the full pigmentation. If you missed that video, I will link it up here, so go check that out so you can see swatches and a lot more information about this specific glitters. But a lot of people mention that they have glitters but they don't wear them that much, so they get excited, they go and get a set, but then they kind of not use it as much as I would like to. So in this video I want to share with you one of the most used makeup looks with this kind of glitter, especially this one that I think it's very unique and different from whatever I have in my collection already. So if you want to see another makeup look that I did with glitter, it was back, I think it was right before Christmas, and I love that look and I use it all the time as well. I'll link it up here if you're interested in checking that out. So if you want to see the step-by-step how I achieved this look, including all those products that I'm trying to finish in this 2016, then just keep watching.
I'm going to start by priming my face, and for this I'm going to be using my NYX BB cream or beauty balm. I have a comparison with this BB cream and the Garnier one. I'll link it in the screen right now and also in the description box down below, but I'm going to be using this as a primer today. Now I'm going to hydrate my lips with this Revlon lip stain in the color Honey, and I'm going to start with the eyebrows. I'm using my Anastasia Deep Brow Pomade, combing my eyebrows, and now I'm going to start to fill them in. Now, one thing I do every single time I do any kind of dramatic makeup, and that includes glitter. I mean, I think glitter is the one that, or the look that I care the most about my eyebrows. I feel like it's very, I don't know, it's like all the attention is on your eyes, and I feel like taking the time to do your eyebrows, especially with this kind of look, it's something that I do every single time. Now I'm doing this extra step as well that it does feel like it's too much, but honestly it does make the world of difference. This is a concealer by Simply Spoiled that I grabbed from that palette, and I'm just cleaning my eyebrows and blending it with a blending brush. This is from the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. This is the brush that came with the palette, and as you can see, it's not a lighter concealer, it's something very similar to my skin tone. Now for this look I'm going to be using tape, and I'm going to kind of work it through the bottom lash line, kind of make an angle from there, and then I'm going to move on to my primer. For eye primer I'm using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm using this brush so it will apply it more evenly. Now I'm going to take the color Warmth from the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty, and not too precisely because as you can see I'm kind of applying all over the place. I'm going to be using this as a transition color. Now I'm going to take a combination of those two eyeshadows from the Naturally Pretty palette, and I'm going to apply it in a brush that is more precise so I can only concentrate it on my crease. This is the brush that I got in January from Ipsy, and I love it. It's dense, but it's still perfect for applying color and at the same time blending. Now, speaking about blending, I'm going to take this Brulee eyeshadow by Wet n Wild, and with this brush by Real Techniques, I'm going to apply it in my brow bone. And at the same time, I'm going to try to blend the edges of the color that we applied as a transition color, which I think it was the color Warmth. That way we create more of a soft effect. Now I'm going to take the color, is it Java? I'm not sure, but I'm going to concentrate this brownish, not brown, it's reddish brown color in my outer part of the crease, and this way I'm creating a little bit more depth. Now, whenever you're wearing glitter, I mean, it's really important to emphasize your crease. I feel like if you don't apply enough color, it doesn't look right, at least on my eyes. So what I'm doing right now is taking this other color and kind of blending that darker brown color, but still concentrating in applying the color in layers. I'm gonna go back to the single by Wet n Wild and clean the edges from the bottom of the crease color and also the top, once again to have it easier to blend. Now I'm going to take the color from the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty. I can't remember the name, but I'll put it on the screen right now. It's like a mustard orangey color that it's very, very pretty. I wanted to use that color because now I'm going to apply this glitter and I'm going to kind of mix it with this oil. I did a video on how I apply and seal the glitter, so I'll link it in the screen right now on the top so you can check that out. I'm just gonna kind of breeze through this. I basically kind of mix the oil with the product, and now with any kind of flat shader brush, I'm gonna apply it directly into my eyes. As you can see, it creates more of a cream eyeshadow. It's not loose powder anymore, and you can apply it in layers. I mean, you can concentrate as much color or as little product as you want. For this makeup look, I'm gonna apply it very lightly or in very light layers, and I'm gonna keep it under the crease. If you want to go a little bit above the crease, you can do that as well, but for me, keeping under the crease, it's like a, I don't know, like a peekaboo effect. I still have a lot of color, but it's not dramatic. Now I'm using the glitter glue on top of the glitter. This is by Too Faced. You can use whatever glitter glue you have in your collection, and that way I can just be sure that it's gonna stay on my lids all day long. Now I'm gonna line the top lash line, and for that I'm using just a liquid eyeliner. I think this is the one by Lorac, Front of the Line Pro, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to create a small wing. That's why I didn't remove the tape. I wanted to go exactly the same way as all the eyeshadows are going, to create more of like a flow of eyeshadows, glitter, and eyeliner. Now I'm using a little bit of this pencil eyeliner by Jordana, and of course I needed to wear lashes. These are the Glamour lashes, and they're very pretty. They're kind of dramatic. I mean you can see that they're false lashes, but if you really take the time to apply them properly, they're very, I don't know, they complement this kind of look very well. Now I'm using the Stowaway concealer. This has a lot of coverage and a peachy undertones that, I don't know, helps me correct the dark circles perfectly, and I'm using this Luxie brush to kind of blend it into my skin and cover all the darkness without over applying the product. As you can see, the eye look has a really nice cut effect that it kind of flows with the glitter, the eyeliner. I just really like the effect of the tape for this specific look. Now I'm gonna blend it, the concealer, with the Beauty Blender. This is a damp Beauty Blender, and I'm just gonna take the time to blend everything perfectly because I don't want any kind of I don't know, the concealer to set into my fine lines underneath my eyes. Now I'm using the MAC foundation. This is a Pro Longwear foundation in the color NC35, and I'm gonna apply just one layer. I love that foundation. It dries to a matte finish, as you can see, and now I'm just gonna move on to the bottom lash line. I'm gonna take that orangey color and apply it into the lower lash line, and apply a little bit of the Wet n Wild Brulee in the inner corner, and that way, you know, it kind of blends with the color that we apply in the lower lashes. Now I'm going to use this bronzer. This is by Sonia Kashuk, and it's a cream bronzer. I love it. I feel like it's the perfect color for me right now. And now I'm going to move on to blush, and I'm using one that is a cream blush by Maybelline. I think it's the color Coffee Cake, and I think it complements very well, but any kind of peachy blush, I think it will work with this kind of eye look. You just kind of have to try depending on your undertones and, you know, your liking, but I think a peach color with this eye look, it's very, very pretty. Now I'm using quite a lot of the Benefit What's Up highlighter, and as you can see, I wanted to highlight the top of my cheeks, my nose, and just blend it with that regular angle brush. Now I'm going to apply a little bit of mascara in my bottom lashes, and as you can see, it does have a lot of pigmentation. That color Honey by Revlon, it kind of stained my lips in a really nice peachy color. I was tempted to keep it, but I'm going to move on to this lip liner by Jordana. And I'm gonna list the name, can't remember the name, but I'll leave it in the description box. And then I'm gonna take the color Mid Mauve that it's in my Finish 7 by Spring, and I'm gonna apply a thin layer. Now I'm gonna blot because I don't want that much shine. And since I want it to be 100% matte, what I'm gonna do is apply another layer. Once again, blot that, and then apply a little bit of translucent powder so I can create the kind of peachy color that I want, but being matte. I don't know, I think it goes better with all that shimmer that we have in the eyes. Well, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video, that I gave you some ideas on how I'm using my palette from It Cosmetics in my Panda palette project, and also give you some ideas on how to combine it with glitter. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!